Hi, SK. This is Michael, and I'm getting ready to listen to the practice test that you sent me, I think, yesterday. And you're using what's called my free TOEFL speaking evaluation service. Okay, so I also have the actual speaking rubrics right here. So I have these in the back of my mind. And this is your practice test. So let's listen to the whole thing one time. And then after that, I will give you some feedback on it. All right, here we go.
In my opinion, studying alone is way better than studying in a group. I believe this so for two reasons. First of all, when we study in a group, it will decrease our concentration on the topic we are studying. For example, I have noticed that whenever I with my friends, I get distracted with while talking with them and uh, won't focus on the topic I am studying better. The second reason is that whenever I study alone, I finish up the task faster um, rather than when I study in a group.
Had a little bit of trouble at the end there. I'm going to give you 3.0 out of 5. So I think here, speech is generally clear, but I think you have some minor difficulties with that. I think your grammar, for the most part, pretty good control of your grammar. I think, but maybe you might be limited in the range of the grammar structures used. I think that might be a problem. And I think the organization is pretty structured. I think you did pretty well in that area. All right, let's go listen to it
In
one
my
more time.
opinion,
So you don't have to say, in my opinion, just say, studying alone is better for me because.
studying alone is way better than studying in a group. I believe this so for two reasons.
Instead of wasting your time on that, I believe so for two reasons. Just say, studying alone is more beneficial because it's faster and I have fewer distractions. Something like that. Right? And then you'll say, first of all, I prefer studying alone because it's much more efficient or faster. And second of all, I also like studying alone because it has fewer distractions.
First of all, when we study in a group, it will decrease our concentration on the topic we are studying.
Now, who's we? So I would, instead of using that pronoun, you can say something like when students study in a group or when I study in a group.
For example, I have noticed that whenever I with my friends, I get distracted with the.
So I have noticed that whenever I studied with my friends, so I think that's a problem. You have the present perfect and then the simple past. So I have noticed that whenever I studied,
While talking with them and
so I have noticed whenever I studied with my friends, I get. So you have present perfect, you have simple past, and you have the simple present. You have three verb tenses in there. Don't do that. That's not working very well there. Be careful. You're having some what I call verb tense shifts.
with while talking with them and uh, won't focus on the topic I am studying. I get distracted with. For example, I have noticed that whenever I with my friends, I get distracted with.
Yeah, see that? Three different verb tenses in like 3, 4 seconds there. But I would say I would say I notice that whenever I study with my friends, I get distracted. You could probably say that. Then keep it all consistent in the present.
While talking with them and uh, won't focus on the topic I am studying better. The second reason is that whenever I study alone, I finish up the task faster. Um,
Let me go back to what you just said there. Hold on.
Rather than when I study in a group, studying better. The second reason is that whenever I study alone, I.
Whenever I study, you're using kind of similar grammatical structures. Be careful you don't rely on one particular type of sentence style.
I finish up the task faster um, than when I study in a group. Um, than when I study in a group.
Okay, I think my score is pretty accurate. I'm going to put you at 3.0. You might score a little lower than that. So, language use, I didn't notice until the second time, but when I listened to it closer, you're having some, I think, limitations with your syntactic variety. So, I think you need to do a little bit better using different kinds of sentence styles when you speak. You also had some problems with your verb tenses. So I think you want to be careful about that also. So I'm going to put you around 22 to 23 points out of 30 on this. I think that's pretty fair score. So improve your language use. I think with your delivery, I think you can make improvements with maybe your intonation and also with your thought groups and blending. I think the TOEFL refers to it as pacing. I think that would also be helpful. All right, thank you.